Do you like turn-based JRPG combat? Would you like a plot with a competent protagonist for a change? Was the original game too easy for you? Then come, and let's play!
Radiant Historia. Perfect chronology.
For the 3DS. I'm H.C. Bailey, and the original game here was one of my favorite games of all time, and the remake takes it to another level. They've added great voice acting to the cutscenes, as usual from Atlus, and the graphics are really sharpened up from the original version. So, let's get started here. They've added quite a bit of new content to the game, and there's two ways here that you can go through it. You can just play through the original game here if you want, and the new content will be unlocked at the end there, or you can play the new content as you go. I prefer to do it that way, so let's do perfect mode. And a lot of the rewards from the new content are based on when they're supposed to be acquired. I would imagine if you got to the end and then did all the content, you wouldn't get really better rewards than you otherwise would, so yeah, I'll just leave that alone as it is. And let's see, we've also got difficulty modes added to the game here, and even on normal mode, the remake is significantly more difficult than the original. But things like buffs, debuffs, other strategic options that weren't so useful in the original game are a lot more useful here. There's also a deadly mode of difficulty that's available as free DLC for the game, but that's just a ridiculous amount of level grinding, so we're not going to be doing that. I'm going to be going with hard mode. That's a fair fight there. And I'll talk a little bit more about the changes to the game and why I'm doing this LP as I go.
The sand engulfed everything.
Anakin Skywalker must be pissed off, huh? Nuts. So what happened? Couldn't you, I don't know, grow cacti or something?
We failed. Yet again.
Nuts. Already?
How many times has it been? And how many more will the world disappear into sand?
Well, I already did 5 playthroughs of this version of the game.
I tire of all this, my sister.
I don't.
As do I. But we cannot give up. We must succeed. If we don't...
I thought you already failed.
Yes, you're right. We have to do this. Can we really save the world?
No, not really, but we'll do it for fun anyway.
I don't know, but we must have faith for now. Come, let's start again.
Yes, let's. That's why we possess this power after all.
So, are you guys elves or something?
This time,
the true history will be written.
Now, you might notice during this part that, at least in my opinion, the frame rate is a lot better than when I was doing my tech demos earlier. And, well, that's because I'm recording this with Citra instead of directly from my physical DS like I was before. So I think that resolves the problems that I had before. The only thing is that, because of the way I'm playing it now, is that obviously I can't do the DLC this way. But most of that is pretty benign anyway, to begin with. So, yeah, I'm not worried about that. Even if I were recording directly from my 3DS, I probably would just not worry about that anyway. So, let's see, I guess the world came to an end already, or something's happening. Maybe this is one of those where we start in the beginning, or the middle of the story, and then work our way around. I don't know. You know, if you're an intelligence officer or a spy, Wouldn't you want to have a different set of clothes? I don't know. Call me crazy, but red clothing sounds like a really great way to draw attention to yourself. Maybe he's doing like a reverse psychology sort of thing. But okay, let's get started.
Good to see you're as prompt as always.
Yeah, how's it going?
Spare me the small talk. What do you need, Heiss?
Isn't he your boss?
Blunt as always, too. Well, that's fine. It doesn't matter how rude you are, so long as you get results.
Well, yeah, I'm a JRPG protagonist.
Speaking of which, I have a mission for you, Stock. As you know, it's been some time since we went to war with Granorg.
Yes. I hear the situation worsens by the day.
Nuts.
You hear right. Granorg, in particular near the Imperial ruins, has faced the worst of the desertification. They're desperate to claim any land that will yield a harvest.
Isn't everyone?
It's a problem, to be sure.
As such, I've been sending agent after agent into Granorg to gather info. But every time, they've been faced with complications.
What kind of complications?
The most recent expedition was no different. Which brings us to your mission. An agent with vital intel on Granorgite armaments has been stranded in enemy territory. I'll need you to rescue this agent and escort him safely back to Alistel.
What kind of armaments?
A rescue mission. Wouldn't that usually be an army job?
Yeah, I would think that, we'd know from fighting them.
Unless, of course, the army isn't aware of it.
Shouldn't we tell them?
You catch on quickly. Now, the rendezvous point is west of Lasville Hills. Another operative will ensure the agent arrives there safely, even if he has to lay down his own life to do so. As I'm sure you can guess, I need you to handle this before military personnel catch wind.
Why?
They've been eager to do away with our Special Intelligence Unit for some time now.
Then how do they gather intelligence?
Indeed, they seem to relish any opportunity to drag us through the muck.
So, this must be done secretly and quickly.
Correct. You're the only man who can get it done under the circumstances, Stock. The only one I trust.
No pressure!
I'll get it done, all right. You needn't worry about that.
That's what I like to hear. I'll also be assigning you 2 subordinates for this job.
Subordinates? I'd rather you didn't.
Why not?
If I'm the sole survivor again...
If you don't want that to happen, you'd best learn to make use of their talents.
What kind of talents? Don't answer that, viewers.
Otherwise, you may be better off thinking of them as mere tools to aid in your survival. They're waiting for you outside, by the way.
So you don't care if they survive?
Tools, huh? That aside, what are these talents you speak of?
You know me too well, game.
You're the agent, aren't you? Find out yourself. Moreover,
There's more?
I'm entrusting you with this.
Huh? What's up?
An old book?
It's called the White Chronicle.
Doesn't look very white to me.
The White Chronicle? Strange name.
I'll take your word for it. Maybe it's referring to the pages or something. But I would think all the pages would be white in any book.
It's blank.
Ah. You want me to keep a journal or something?
Don't worry about that. It may nevertheless prove useful on your mission.
How so?
Oh, never mind.
Oh. Okay, I'll just leave it with you then.
Just think of it as a lucky charm for now.
What do you think I'm gonna do with this book anyway? Throw it at my enemies?
It may not help, but it can't hurt, can it?
Well, it is a pretty big book. I mean, it might weigh a lot.
I suppose not.
Maybe it can block bullets or something.
I'm off then.
What's the matter? Get to your mission.
Oh, right. Okay, let's get out of here then.
I'll be waiting, Stock. Waiting for the day you finally catch up to me.
Wasn't I already caught up with you? How does it even work?
That must be them.
You can tell because they don't have generic sprites.
Are you the two Heist said would be working under me?
Hey, how's it going?
You bet we are. I'm Rainy. Nice to meet you.
Wow, that's a really big spear you got there. How are you gonna hide that thing?
Come on, you're next.
Like, I mean, you're a spy, like me, right?
My name is Marco. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Tis Orier? Is that you? Probably not. Kinda sounds similar, though.
Understood. So, can you two fight? What are your specialties?
No, we're completely useless level 1 characters.
Of course we can fight. I'm good with spears and I can use a few spells too.
And I use swords, but I much prefer healing. You might also say I'm good with intel.
Oh, okay.
Sounds good. I'm Stock.
Well, gotta have the mage and the healer.
Heist already told us. From what we hear, you're his golden boy in special intelligence.
Oh, thanks.
You're just as aloof as he said you'd be.
What do you mean?
I like that. A man should be reserved, not some chatterbox who can't keep his mouth shut.
No, of course not, Rainy. Now you're just talking crazy.
Glad you approve.
I'm relieved as well. But, leaving that aside, Stock... Sir?
Just Stock's fine.
Well then, Stock, why don't you explain our mission?
It's an extraction. We'll rendezvous with the target west of Lasville Hills.
What do you mean, west of there?
Oh, is that it? Sounds like a piece of cake.
I thought we were exactly going to Lasville Hills.
Oh, come on, Rainy. You always jump to conclusions after just the slightest bit of info.
So what? Has that ever led me astray?
We're still alive, aren't we?
It may this time. After all, from what I've gathered, the Granorg army has already reached Lasville Hills.
Then how are we gonna get west of there?
Wait, really?
Maybe they just mean the west side of Lasville Hills.
But that's just south of here. It's probably only a matter of time till they attack Alistel.
That's not how you spell probably.
The agent we're tasked with extracting is a spy who's been investigating Granorg. According to Heist, this man has some vital information on the armaments they've prepared.
Granorg's armaments, huh?
So how's that gonna be useful?
If we knew what they were gonna throw at us, we'd be able to turn this war around no problem.
I mean, if they've got, like, really big cannons, what are you gonna do about it?
We can't fail.
That's right.
What are you gonna do? Just charge right up to them and beat them over the head or something?
Do you suppose we'll be engaging Granorg soldiers then?
Nah, probably not.
That's why Heist is sending me.
I see.
He must really have a lot of faith in you, huh? Giving you such an important mission and all.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, you know what they say in JRPGs, the younger you are, the more powerful you are. Absolutely.
In any case, we need to devote all our effort to the mission.
But I only want to devote half of my effort to the mission. Huh? What's going on?
What's... The White Chronicle. It's glowing.
Why is my voice echoing for no apparent reason?
What is this?
Like a vision or something?
Is that Marco and Rainy? They're dead.
Nuts.
What's going on? What is this?
Yeah, what was that all about?
Everything okay, Stock? You're awfully quiet all of a sudden.
Are you, upset that Rainey spoke out of turn?
What do you mean?
No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Come, that's enough talk. Let's be on our way.
My voice stopped echoing, so I guess everything's okay.
Oh, wait a sec. Heist left us some money for the mission.
Hey! Better than a sharp stick in the eye.
You should hang on to it, Stock. You're our leader after all.
More money than the enemies will give you.
Yep. Come on, let's hit up some shops around town for gear.
Sounds like a plan.
We've got to be ready for whatever might happen.
What about it? Maybe we should buy some better armor for them.
You're right. We need to be fully prepared before we depart. Let's go.
But yeah, that is one thing about this version of the game. Money is in much shorter supply than the original game. Now we got more party members with Marco and Rainey. Alright. So, let's take a look around, see if maybe we can find some treasure.
Yes.
Oh, right, I was just there. Hey, alright. Those are healing items. They restore, I think, 50 HP, so better than a sharp stick in the eye.
Yes.
Well, Rainey might want one of those, but you know what I mean. Oh. Okay, so I guess she's not in, huh? But yeah, that is one of the things that I had to change with the routing of this game, because the enemies give a lot less money than before. So I had to really cut back on the spending that I did throughout the game. And I've actually already got a full text walkthrough updated on GameFAQs for this specific version of the game because of those changes that they made to it. But alright, we got a charm that is an accessory there. I want to give it to Rainey to help out with her magic damage there, and it boosts her other stats a little more there too. And let's see, well, one change they've made to the game is that our party members start out with some skills already. I'll go over assaults later, like Rainey already starts with the thunder spell. In the original, you had to level up a bit before you learned your first one, and Marco has heal. I'm guessing they did that so that the dialogue, when we first met them, actually makes sense, that they can use spells and heal and all that stuff, so I like that. And it's not like it makes the game that much easier anyway. I mean, they're good, I will be using them. But it's not like, you know, game breaking or anything like that. Does anyone work at their desk in this place? How are we supposed to win a war like this? Oh, okay, never mind then. But yeah, right over here, we got this little pillar of light that we could use to save our game. So we might as well give that a try there. And let's see, well yeah, we got the elevator here. Kind of glossed over that before, but yeah, you can just go to different floors of the, well, that wherever we are. Castle or headquarters or something or other.
May I have a bit of your time?
Ah, okay, yeah, the castle then. But yeah, no one's in their offices, so there's no point in going in there right now. I will be going in there later, but not today.
Yes.
Oh, what kind of training?
Got that?
Yeah, one thing about the combat in this game is it's kind of like Final Fantasy X, where you see a turn queue on the bottom screen there for all the characters and the enemies and stuff, so you can plan out your moves accordingly like that, and it's one of the critical elements of how battles work in this game compared to other JRPGs. You get some herbal tea there that restores a little bit of your MP. And holy water, which is a revival item. So if one of your characters gets killed, you can use that. Boom, they're all set and ready to go again. Hooray!
Yes.
Just goblins? Oh, really? Huh.
Excuse me.
Well, maybe they'll take out some of the enemy soldiers that are trying to get through or something. Ah, okay. Well, remember that spot for later, viewers.
Say,
Okay, well, not that I need that, but it's there. See, I think there's a soldier
Yes.
here. There you go. Oh, really? That's not how you spell judgment. Not in my book. Well, I spell it that way in my walkthrough, just to avoid confusing
Yeah.
players or anyone reading it. But I don't like it.
welcome.
Oh, what's up? Okay, well, remember her for later too, viewers.
I'll be counting on you.
She'll give you some side quests throughout the game later on, but not right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I noticed that. See, I don't think I can talk to that lower left soldier there, or the one in the upper right there either. Rosh, huh? Oh, really? How powerful could he possibly be? Well, what do you mean by that? Don't answer that, viewers. Oh, yeah, gotta be able to handle your liquor and all that.
Yes?
Oh, everything? Well, you must be a pretty good cook. You're a chef. But alright, let's take a look around the city itself here.
Yes.
Whoa, it's a long time ago. And let's see what they got at the equipment shops here. I'm not gonna buy anything right now, but I can show what they got.
Huh?
How's it going? Oh. Okay, never mind then. Remember that kid for later, viewers. But alright, let's see. With the weapon shop, one of the other changes they made to this version of the game is that they changed the pricing of a lot of the equipment here. And a lot of it is more expensive in addition to the lack of money that we're going to have in the game. So you gotta be really careful with your budget. For now, I'm not gonna buy anything, but I figure we might as well just take a look at what they got here. But yeah, I'll just save my money for equipment that'll last a lot longer than that stuff.
Excuse me. Say,
Oh, yeah, what does that do? They were talking about something going on. I would think that would give us an enormous advantage. But, okay. You can't go into just any house in the city around here. You can only do that if the door's open. Oh, right. I'm an engineer, not a soldier. A little more herbal tea. I really don't use MP restoration items that much. Usually MP is not a huge problem.
hey.
Oh, yeah, I heard something about them. Oh, really? Huh. I would think they would have, like, picked your pockets or something.
Yes.
Oh, what kind of stories? Oh, well, yeah, that is true. Is this a recruiting office also? Well, maybe. Get someone
What do you think?
drunk might make them easier to recruit. Who knows?
Damn.
Nuts. Oh. Well, yeah, I suppose you're fighting a losing battle
Welcome.
might piss you off a little bit. I don't like to lose. Oh, good for you.
Excuse.
Oops, sorry. I threw that a little quickly. Ah. Maybe if I leave the screen and come back, she'll reset her dialogue there.
Excuse.
Okay, she said, Ivan's so mean. Sorry, I keep on going through that too quickly there. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you press the X button there in the upper right, you see that? You can just fast forward through dialogue, so you don't have to sit through it if you want to just get through a scene really quick, or you've played the game before, or whatever. So, yeah, that's a nice little amenity that they put into the game. Even in the original version of the game, they have that. Speaking of the original... Oh, hold on a sec.
Excuse me.
Ah. Okay, never mind, then. But yeah, speaking of the original version of the game, this LP, I mean, the original content will still apply here, but like my walkthrough and videos for the original version of the game will not apply to this version of the game because of, like you see, with the money issues that we have, we gotta budget a lot more carefully in this version of the game. Like enemy elemental weaknesses are all different. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them are different from the original. Some of their AI scripts are different, so it makes the game quite a bit more difficult than before. Well, I don't know. You tell me.
Sir.
Oh, well, yeah, you're a soldier. Well, let's see what we got up top here.
Yes.
Oh, why is that? So what is it, like a steampunk sort of thing, or I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, the other guy was talking about that. Oh, nuts. Well, why not? Well, remember that for later, of course. But alright, we get a little more money here. Awesome. Yeah, a lot of our money that we're gonna get in this version of the game really comes from chests and, like, rewards from side quests, things like that, rather than from the enemies themselves. We got a little item shop here. I very rarely actually buy items, especially healing items, but they're available there. I tend to use them more for like battle items, like we got poison wings here, things that can inflict status ailments or debuff, things like that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I already checked it out. Well, I would think, treasure chests just lying around would be the best way to make your preparations, but it is an option there.
Yes.
Hey, you got the monopoly on this thing, huh? But alright, you could rest up here if you wanted, particularly like Rainy when I equipped the charm. She gained 3 HP, but I'm not really worried about that, so I'll just leave it alone for now. But alright, we get another charm here, and that's one of the chests that they changed from the original game, which had, I think it was beast skins, which is a decent piece of armor for stock there, but instead they changed this one for some reason. I don't know why, but okay. Oddly enough, treasure chests are one of the things that got changed the least from the original game. There's like, I could probably count the number of chests that were changed on one of my hands. There's like, what, 2 or 3 chests I think they changed? But yeah, that stuff is identical for the most part.
This mission's gonna turn the tides of this war in our favor, right?
If we succeed, yeah.
Most likely.
Well, all right then. Let's do this. Come on, Mark. Let's go.
Okay. I'll do my best.
You're a little nervous there, Marco.
Stock.
Who's there? Hey, how's it going? Well, holy cow, look at that arm!
Rosh?
Hey, how's it going?
You're as cold as ever. I don't mind you giving me that treatment, but you really should try to warm up to everyone else.
Well, I'm a spy. That's my job.
By the way, you heading out?
Yeah.
Let me guess. An SI job?
Well, that's what I do for a living, I guess.
Out with it, Rosh. What do you want to say?
I have a bad feeling about this mission, Stock. It's going to be dangerous.
Well, yeah, that's why they assigned it to me.
That's nothing new. All of my missions are dangerous.
It's more than that. Please, trust me. I can't tell you how many of my compatriots I've seen draw their last breath over the years.
Well, yeah, it's war.
But every time it happened, I got the strangest feeling. It almost felt like I knew they were destined to perish. The stench of death weighed heavy on them.
Nuts.
And now it weighs heavy on me.
That's right. What I'm sensing from you is nothing good. Even if you manage to survive, you'll end up with something like this arm of mine.
What's the worst that could possibly happen?
Your gauntlet.
Hey, I got out lucky. Might be a limb short, but at least I'm still alive. Not everyone ends up so fortunate, though. You'd do well to remember that.
Oh, yeah, we did hear about that. Maybe that's what Rosh is talking about. So are we all, precognizant, or whatever the word is for that? Premonition?
Stock?
Yeah? What is it?
What is it? Listen to you. You were scared white.
Ah! Whoops.
I really got you, didn't I? If so, I'm sorry.
Yeah, just a little healthy paranoia.
No, it wasn't that. Listen, just don't worry about it.
All right, then. Not like I have much choice knowing you.
What do you mean?
No matter how much I argue, you'll still go off on this mission of yours.
Well, I did choose to accept it.
Alistel's very survival rests on my shoulders. I can't fail. I won't.
I hear you. That's the way things are, I guess. The mission is everything. That's one thing us military folk actually agree on with the SI. By the way, I'm sorry if what I said spooked you. I just had to warn you.
Well, whatever helps you sleep at night.
I appreciate the concern. Honestly, but I'll be all right. Allow me to prove just how wrong your intuition can be.
I hope you do. This time, I wouldn't mind being wrong. Well, I should be getting back. Lieutenant General Raoul summoned me.
What for?
Stock. Don't die out there, okay?
Oh, okay. Careful.
I won't.
Yeah, thanks for the friendly concern.
Excuse me, Stock. Shall we be heading out?
Hold up. You know that guy?
Yeah. He's my best friend.
Aww.
Wow.
Make death threats to each other all the time? Just for fun!
That arm of his is really something, by the way. Fake, yeah?
It's Thaumatek. It might be artificial, but he can move it just as well as a real arm. Anyway, I'm sure you'll be seeing more of him later. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, you can tell because he has a unique sprite. And he got a nice little nameplate, too. Alright, let's get going. Huh?
Looks like it's gonna rain. Is today the day I find him?
Who's she? She wasn't in the original version of the game. Well, remember her for later viewers. And just like the original version of the game, you don't have, absolutely free exploration of the world map. You can only go to specific spots, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest or anything like that, but you can save on the world map, so let's do that. But how will our first mission go? Find out next time on Let's Play Radiant Historia, Perfect Chronology. This is H.C. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day!